Regional Disaster Response Team RDRT of Federation of Red Cross and Red Crescent Societies is preparing to leave for Nepal after learning that a serious earthquake has struck one of the country's capital districts, Lalitpur.
I know this is a radio, but I want to know the price for this.
Are they RDRT members?
The RDRT team will initiate relief program and necessary humanitarian aid to the earthquake victims. The RDRT team has chosen Guetol of Lalitpur district to run the relief and aid assistance after consulting with Nepal Red Cross Society. Officials at Nepal Red Cross Society are assisting the RDRT team to dole out relief materials to the victims. The Red Cross officials and volunteers will help RDRT team in identifying the victims and their needs. This has facilitated RDRT team conduct its mission effectively in a place where people speak different language and have different lifestyle. Despite the invaluable support from the Red Cross, the RDRT mission is still marred with various challenges. Some local people affiliated to various political parties are trying to make the impression that the relief program is being conducted by their respective parties. For this, local political leaders are frequenting Red Cross office, creating delay in the mission. The RDRT team has a lot to do today. It is faced by mammoth task of determining the number of the earthquake victims, studying the damage, identifying the family most afflicted and designing the relief distribution process accordingly. The team has come up with the decision of designating its members into the assignments such as counting and recording the number of earthquake victims and making necessary arrangements for relief distribution. Red Cross officials and volunteers will be coordinating with RDRT team members in these assignments. As per the decision, some of the team members are busy preparing the log of the victims, while some are making necessary arrangements for the distribution of relief materials. The team has decided to begin relief distribution from 1 p.m. local time. To ensure efficiency in relief distribution process, the team has mobilized its members with various duties. The task of pitching tents is underway, and in the meanwhile, a local political leader is pressurizing the team to remove the tents from his land. Some locals supporting him are trying to discourage some team members from erecting the tents. Red Cross officials have finally succeeded in coaxing the leader. The obstruction has been staved off. The team has set up its communication office, a relief material collection room, distribution room and victim identification room inside these tents. It has also built a temporary toilet.
This is Nancy live on CNN here at the distribution point of the Red Cross in the affected earthquake area that is being hit, devastated by a 7.5 earthquake today. I'm looking currently at the logistics unit that is being set up for the distribution that will take place today. What I've seen today, everyone is vulnerable. You have people that have lost their homes, people that have lost family members, people that do not have access to food, water, shelter. It's devastating. You know, I look around me and I cannot even see one house that is standing. So, you know, how do you define, madam, how do you define who is actually the most vulnerable? Can you tell me? Just a minute. Just a minute. Okay. All right. Seems that they're a little bit busy. We'll sign off here and follow the distribution as it takes place. This is Nancy signing off for CNN. Thank you.
It is 1 p.m. now. The earthquake victims are thronging to receive the relief materials from the RDRT team. At this point, the team must consider the contingencies such as the attendance of invalid person posing as a victim for relief materials and local thugs who could rob the relief items. The team members, with the help of local volunteers, must dole out the relief materials, keeping any of such untoward incidents at bay. The team has successfully distributed the relief materials. The earthquake victims look happy after receiving the relief. It is a mission accomplished for the RDRT team. The team members are packing their equipment and tents. Kathmandu Valley is highly prone to earthquake. The earthquake of 1934 claimed around 1,000 lives and destroyed many houses. The earthquake of 1989 had again devastated the valley. Lalitpur and Bhaktapur are at even greater risk for earthquake. Old houses and narrow alleyways make these two districts not only highly unsafe cities from an earthquake point of view, but also the most difficult areas for rescue and relief works. One can only hope that such situation never arises. The RDRT team successfully conducted the relief distribution task, but it was not an actual mission though. This was actually a field exercise conducted by RDRT for its induction course for female group after training the group members for 9 days. The RDRT training program started in South Asia in 2002. It is one of the well-accepted response tools in the region and beyond. The International Federation's South Asia Regional Delegation, SARD, alone mobilized more than 100 trained RDRTs during mega disasters such as tsunami, Pakistan's earthquake and Bangladesh cyclone. Participation of female volunteers in RDRT is very low thus far. In order to address this challenge, in 2008, SARD started a comprehensive RDRT project strengthening disaster response capacity in South Asia in partnership with British Red Cross. Through this project, SARD, along with 6 South Asian national societies, is making significant effort to develop a standardized RDRT system in South Asia region, which includes standardized training program and human resource management system. As part of this process, 3 training courses are being offered, namely RDRT Training of Trainers, RDRT Logistics and RDRT Induction course. In RDRT Induction course, there are more than 20 staff and volunteers participating from South Asian countries, Afghanistan, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bangladesh, India and Pakistan.
My name is Shazia Zahir. I am from Pakistan Red Cross Society and I am based in AJK State Branch. I am a Dissemination and Tracing Officer. In this training, in my opinion, I learned a lot of things which we know before the training, and after this training, we able to communicate and do something for my community.
Myself Vandana Singh, I'm coming from India. I'm working with Bihar State Branch as a disaster preparedness supervisor as well as tracing focal person in state level. Oh, so many things I should learn this training, because this training is very good, very useful when we are deployed as a RDRT team. So how to assess community, what is the basic needs, what is the vulnerable group, identify the group, then we plan a budget, make all these things. So that's why very useful training.
My name is Sapuma Ludavatta. I came from Sri Lanka IFRC delegation. Together with me, there are 2 members from Sri Lanka Red Cross Society representing National Society. Actually, this program they are giving us with the exercises, so it's very important for us. And actually, it's good that this time they have initiated with the women representatives, because we are not getting that much of opportunity to participate when comparing with men. So it's a good opportunity that we got.
This is Sabina Yasmin, gender specialist and junior assistant director, Bangladesh Red Crescent Society. Regarding this training, I want to especially give thanks to the SARD. This is the first time they address the gender issue in their international training. That's why you have seen all the people are female. You know, if you consider the country people, there are 50% of the female, the beneficiary 50% are the female. But we always not address this gender issue for any kind of action, any kind of movement.
The volunteers received a total of 9 days of training, comprising 2 days on Introduction to International Federation's DM system, 3 days on Emergency Response Planning and Implementation, 3 days on sectoral and thematic issues and tools, and 1 day on field exercise.
You can see the most affected people with,
I'm affected.
pregnant, mother, children. They don't have anything. The relief is very slow, as you can see that. The increase the concern over the capacity of. And the husband is blind man.
On the training, the trainer says,
I am Pamela Meston, the Regional Disaster Management Manager working for the International Federation, South Asia Regional Delegation based in New Delhi. The main objective is, we train them so that the main task is doing assessment. They get used to assessment and relief. They are able to go right into the disaster-prone areas and interview maybe females, especially considering the local culture. In South Asia, people are very sensitive about their culture. So having female RDRT teams, they would be able to go right inside, do the operations sector, find out more details, and get them back with maybe having a good response so that we can reach to the most vulnerable people, which currently is, it's happening, but restricted.
Since this training was disaster operational skill oriented, we had followed learning by doing approach. Things like simulation exercise, role play and group exercise were widely applied following the adult learning principles and process during the training period. This created a great enthusiasm among the participants. With this training, RDRT received additional manpower and the number of female participants has also increased. Let us hope that the trained manpower will bring the use of their learning during the time of disasters with high spirits.